Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today, yes, I am running a burn deck. Now, as some of you know, as part of my membership perks, if you become a member to my channel, you get one deck request a video. Well, my boy Biggie is a big fan of burn decks, and yeah, he requested I play burn. This wasn't his first request. Originally he wanted a couple of really convoluted combos that were just not going to be practical in the meta we're currently at. One of them being Madolche burn. I have one success attempt with that deck that I'll show you guys at the end, but yeah, after that he said, look, just play anything burn, you know, of your choice. It just has to be burn. So I decided to go with a throwback. We're going to be using Woodland Sprite with Show of Nightmares. If you're not familiar with Show of Nightmares, I believe you need 3 spells with different names in your graveyard. 3 or more spell cards with different names in your graveyard. Randomly add 1 spell card in your graveyard to your hand. The skill can only be used once per duel. So it's kind of like Endless Trap Hell, except you don't shuffle anything. You just add 1 back from your graveyard to your hand. And basically we're trying to draw our entire deck for our 5-card combo, which is Woodland Sprite, Black Pendant times 3, and 1 Source at Dawn. Source at Dawn is going to let us equip one of those Black Pendants back from the graveyard to our Woodland Sprite. And then we're just going to be sending the Black Pendant with Woodland Sprite to hurt our opponent for 500. And then they get 500 extra damage from the Black Pendant itself. So that's 1,000 per pendant. That's why we need 4. Everything else is just a Dark World engine. We have 3 Snow, 2 Bro, 3 Dark World dealings, 2 Gates of Dark World, 3 Into the Void, and double Cup of Ace, the Cheese Pot of Greed, 50% chance to get a Pot of Greed for you or your opponent. And yeah, this build was actually I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly the same build that my boy Juju shared with me a long time ago, and we used it once during the stream and I sealed it away to never be used again until my boy Biggie decided that I should run burn for his request. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The replays are going to be all very similar. Some people scoop before I could do the combo, but some of them, the ones I saved, I try to save because something specific happened. Either it was a real clutch comeback where I almost got murdered, or I had, you know, clutch draws from Cup of Ace and stuff like that. But here we're going against Chas Princeton, and I'm not too worried about Chas OTKing. I figured it was some sort of burn control deck, so I'm just passing. I'm gonna let him be aggressive. We see Ultra Athlete Stadium, which I did not see that coming. But at this point, look how much advantage he gave me. Though I don't really want to do anything just yet because I don't have dealings. I don't have a Fiend in the graveyard to use Gates of Dark World with. And so I'm pretty much banking on one of these Cup of Ace working. But he's going to hit me for 2,300 with the Mighty Slugger, and we're going to Cup of Ace. Hey, we draw 2. Now we're gonna start using Into the Void, so I can get to those Dark World dealings. Another Cup of Ace has. Look at how many cards I have in my hand already, and I haven't even started with my Dark World engine. So we're just gonna draw Snow, get another search off of Snow. And at this point, I'm pretty much done. I have my entire deck. All I need is get to the Dark World to banish, draw 2. And as soon as I saw that he didn't have a Canadia or anything like that, he scoops it up. Doesn't let me finish him, but I did get double Cup of Ace, so I was like, alright, this is worth saving. Next we have a Kaiba. And this guy, he actually let me finish the combo. But I can imagine him being pretty salty because of the amount of life points I survived with. And once again, if I don't see my opponent being super aggressive, I don't have to do this first turn, even though the deck is technically an FTK. I'm just waiting. I'm like, if you're not gonna attack, if you're not gonna do anything too crazy, I'm not gonna worry. He goes for Red Eye slash Dragon, which is a little bit scary, but I know he can't normal summon anymore. He can flip summon this, and maybe that would have given him lethal. I think that would have given him lethal, but he decides to just tribute set, goes for beatdown, equips the Celtic Guardian, which had he just attacked with it, that would have been game. Instead, I survive with 100 life, and we're gonna start doing our combo. Into the void, go for the dealings. I don't want to bank on the Cup of Ace just yet. I'm gonna try to see how deep I can get into my deck. Cup of Ace, we miss the Cup of Ace, but that's fine. We're gonna try this out with Show of Nightmares. We add the Cup of Ace back. Second time is the charm. This time we get heads, draw 2, and now we get another dealings and another snow, so we can go pretty deep into our grave. He goes for the Red Eye Spirits here. I guess just in case I was running the Elephant Burn, which, you know, requires your opponent to have open spaces for your Dark World monster. So he's not even expecting for me to get out the Woodland Sprite. And here this is actually kind of scary because I have to draw 3 pendants and I can only draw 2 more cards. I mean, I can only draw 4 cards, so I can't draw into all of the rest of my deck, at least with the current setup that I had. I didn't want to chance the Cup of Ace, so I'm just gonna try to draw right here. I get into the void, which is perfect. Now I have my entire combo. 1 black pendant was at the bottom of the deck, but it doesn't matter. Burn him for 1,000, another 1,000. Do it again, and now we just activate Swords at Dawn, equip it back. There we go. Now obviously the biggest counter to this deck, besides doing something to my Woodland Sprite, is a life point boost alpha, but nobody's running that at the moment. We have a Yugi Moto, Yummy Yugi, and then I'll show you the Madolche deck. It's just really hard because the Madolche deck requires 3 specific cards on the field, and they're all in danger of your opponent just, you know, using Cosmic Cyclone or negating one of them. If they stop your attack, they stop your loot. But the combo is kind of disgusting. It also takes like a million clicks because you have to keep activating certain effects. We're gonna see Cyber Dark Edge. They're not gonna OTK right here, luckily for us. But we do have to start doing our draws. So we're gonna go into the void, dealings, get another dealings. We're gonna chance the Cup of Ace. We get tails again, so my opponent's gonna get 2 cards. Activate Show of Nightmares. This time we don't get the Cup of Ace back, so we have to go into the void. Now we gotta go for the clutch dealings. Add another snow. Go for gates. Add another gates. Draw 2 more. Pick up the dealings. And I could have missed right here. There's 2 cards left in the deck, but it's as much draw power as I had. Luckily we pick up the last black pendant, so we have the entire combo. Burning for 1,000. Another 1,000. This is so degenerate. Swords at Dawn. 1 more 1,000 and you're done. Thank you for the game. Thank you for the interaction. Hope you enjoyed that duel as much as I did. 1 more Yummy Yugi. I think this one's particularly funny because I get my black pendant back from Show of Nightmares, which, imagine if I didn't have the quick play spell and I had to rely on just getting lucky with Show of Nightmares. That would be even tiltier for my opponent. But we're just gonna go ahead and do the draw power. Go for it turn 1, let's get it. Or turn my first turn, since my opponent won first. Gates, banish, search, get another gates. Banish. Well, first I'm gonna use Into the Void, double Into the Void. Now we can gates, draw 2, Into the Void, Duel Links to draw the last 2. So now we can just go for the combo. Black Pendant, burn him, Black Pendant, burn him again. He was playing Buster Blader, so I don't feel too sorry right here. Burn him again, activate Show of Nightmares, get the Black Pendant back. And I just wanted to show him, I was like, look, I wasn't relying on this skill, you were going to lose anyway. But it's a little bit of more salt to the wound, the fact that I got the Black Pendant back with a Show of Nightmares. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the deck. Burn deck he wanted me to play, I decided to go with this one. But this was the original convoluted request. And I only beat this guy because this was in casuals. I had to go to casual duels to find some potato that didn't know what they were doing, or that would maybe be amused and just let me do my combo. So this is kind of a combination of both. The guy seems to be pretty scared of my back row, but we're using Desperate Tag. If you've never seen this card before, it says if a face-up attack official monster you control is destroyed by battle, during damage calculation you can reduce the battle damage from this battle to 0 and special summon one level 4 or lower warrior type monster from your hand at the end of the damage step. So this is not once per turn, you can do this every single time you battle, or every single time one of your monsters is going to be destroyed by battle, as long as you have warrior type monsters in your hand. We're going to have Madolche, the fill spell, which is going to keep adding that warrior back into our hand, being you know, a Madolche monster. And we need one more card that is actually going to be dealing the burn damage for us. So he's going to snipe Hunter my backer, which is unfortunate, but at least he didn't go for the... Oh, he actually goes for the monster? Okay. So that's fine because we get to just add him back. He doesn't go for the back row because he can just banish it with Dragon Spirit of White, of course. And I'm just going to summon my monster, destroy the Snipe Hunter, and he doesn't attack here. I don't know if he's waiting to be able to banish or if he's scared of my back row, but I'm glad he's not doing anything. So I'm just setting up. We finally have the Madolche Waltz, which is what's going to be dealing our burn damage. Each time a Madolche monster you control attacks or is attacked, after damage calculation, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. So all I need now is a warrior, and I'm really struggling to draw it, but this guy keeps not doing anything until right now. He's gonna summon a White Stone of Ancients, go into a Gigantic Castle, banishes my back row, still decides not to attack. Luckily he targets my extra Desperate Tag, and I pick up my warrior, so the loop can begin. I'm gonna activate Waltz, activate Desperate Tag. He takes 300, but look at this, look at the amount of clicks I had to do. I'm surprised I didn't time out. You have to click yes to the Desperate Tag. You have to click yes to this effect. You have to click yes to this effect. And then you have to summon again and just do it all over. It was like a million clicks, or it felt like a million clicks. But there's the loop that Biggie wanted. Imagine how long it would have taken for me to have this set up in 5 different duels. He goes for the Deep Grave, which is not really going to do much. The things that could save him would be Sphere Kriva, pretty much, so that I can, you know, I couldn't stop. I couldn't keep running into his monsters. But yeah, look how many loops this takes. Barely at 1500. And only because we had that original damage on Snipe Hunter. Otherwise it would have taken more loops. We're almost there. Two more. And then this last one doesn't have to be a loop because he's just gonna take the 300 and die anyway. There we go. We take 900, he takes the last 300, and that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this burn deck to some degree. I mean, don't worry, Woodland Sprite is not gonna come back. It's not like it's a super consistent deck. I got lucky that in most of those duels my opponent was playing passive, so I got a couple of extra draws, extra turns from them not being aggressive. And also obviously I got the cup of ace cheese to go my way. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And till next time.